Suzy Roxas, ang ating resource speaker for today. Suzy has done a few workshops for a manning agency and a regular resource speaker for that agency as well. She speaks for wellness in the workplace. She has an MS degree in psychology and is currently doing her PhD in clinical psychology. So, Miss Suzy, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Yes, so narinig niyo naman po yung sulat ni Mirna tungkol sa kanyang asawa. Paano po ba at nagkakaroon ng depression ang isang...
What I heard in Mirna's letter
Yes.
is she was talking about hopelessness and homelessness and feeling very, very sad.
Yes, homesickness.
Homesickness and feeling very sad. And normally, those feelings happen when they are not expressed. They are not talked about to the people beside them and to the people who count in their lives. The tendency is to hide them and to try to deal with them through situations or ways which are not helpful. And one of the main techniques based on the workshops that I've done and listened to the people who are seafarers and their wives as well is to really express these feelings. Expressing the feelings means to acknowledge first their feelings of sadness, of hopelessness, sometimes feeling that they can't cope with the problems, and feeling an overwhelm in the problems they have. And when they speak about them and share them and not hide them, then they become more able to do their work better and go through the situation.
In Mirna's case, since she's away from, her husband's away and they're really far apart, and it's not all the time na they can have Wi-Fi or communicate. How can she, as the spouse, give support to her husband on board?
It's interesting how there are many types of techniques that the seafarers and their wives do. Some techniques are borrowed from foreign ideas and some are from local ideas. It seems quite refreshing to see that techniques that are consistent with the culture of the Filipinos is what works for them. So it's a built-in resilience system. The wife works or talks to the other wives of the other seafarers in Manila. They focus or they learn or they focus that it is for the betterment of the children, for the betterment of the family. So it's a long-term focus that helps them get through. I was just doing a workshop recently, and they're talking about homesickness and how they themselves would feel embittered because they feel they're carrying a lot of the stress from being the only ones left here, taking care of the kids and the family and the money. And they were saying that the minute they do prayers and they share in family and they get the support of their in-laws as well as their own parents, the living in separation with their partner becomes more bearable.
Bearable, but definitely not easy.
It never is easy.
Yes.
It never is easy.
But how can they also give support to the one who's away, to the seafarer himself,